chase Longzhu off of this red.
Well, it's gonna have to because it looks like a swap maybe started here. Scammers gonna get invaded. Gorilla knocks one up, and that can be both. But later, oh no, in trouble, and first blood over to Prey.
Longzhu, they stick around in Gigabyte Marine's jungle. They lit this entire half of the map up with wards, and they were able to get a very quick kill onto Levi, shutting down that very early level 6 that he may have tried to go for.
Archie was gonna...
Now we're gonna see how valuable that +3 armor is, as Rengar, he's not gonna get any leash. He's gonna be forced to actually invade onto the top side of Longzhu's jungle and start to get his jungle clear underway.
And this is something with Levi, why so many people love this guy, right? He's so aggressive, and he immediately goes back to try and take something away from Longzhu, because his red quadrant was pilfer here. It was completely pillaged.
He has plenty of wave clear, especially with Azilium, but in terms of lane pressure, you have practically none, and they could be looking for a dive.
Yeah, and that means there's no top lane teleport, because the top laner's already down here, so here comes the Longzhu squad!
Khan coming in, knock up, miss those. Archie does get a great taunt there onto Gorilla and cuts Prey. Busy taking the turret and stun from Sia. Could seal another Gorilla, dancing back for a few shields as Prey is trying to seal a kill, but Archie still chasing down. That dive did not work.
No, it did not. Longzhu take a lot of return damage there thanks to the turret, and Archie landing a very good taunt.
And for some reason, Khan, he ended up cancelling his TP.
Round
we didn't
two?
see what happened in the top side of the map, but I'm sure we'll get a replay because he's coming once again for the dive.
Still no help coming for Gigabyte Marines. They're going to have to try and keep him off. Sia trying to dodge the damage, but he does eat the Q. Levels up though. Needs a bit of extra help. Pops a bomb on himself. He's trying so hard to move them out of the way. And Longzhu going to have to wait another wave.
Yeah, Prey still has his on the bottom side. Levi is well ahead of Cuz. Level up here on the Rengar, and he's just trying to get to that level 6 point that we talk about when you're creating all these skirmishes. Rengar
Send out to her lane. Up towards that top side. You can see in the replay, Levi did poke his head and try and get some damage done, but 2v1 with an 80 carry, not too much he can do there.
So now Longzhu trying to return the game to normal.
to any time a jungler catches up, but that was one specific moment where the effects were actually seen. That was a second spawn Raptors that he did have to play Rengar and waste some of Rengar's time. He knows fully well that he's going to be in this bush. Will he be able to dodge this snare though?
So there's another one, can't dodge that route. Damage actually pretty good from Levi as the follow-up Q misses from J4.
Unfortunately for Noe, there was a big wave.
Jump, another snare actually does land, but top lane action. Torn up from Archie, it's 3v2 again as Sia gonna try and protect his Galio. Flash is nice.
Archie up here at the top side.
BDD coming as well, knock up landing onto Sia, another great top fights too! Flash body slam's gonna get a few nuggets, and Sia trying to get out as BDD eventually gets the kill. Archie awfully low, Sia don't kill Gorilla, but Galio goes down, Gorilla collects it all!
Now they've got the mid lane pushing there with Optimus, but he's not gonna be able to get anything done, and it looks like Longzhu are gonna have some more time to push the wave in.
And this time round, Longzhu successfully get the dive, but it is not for free. They lose one member, and Gigabyte Marines are looking to answer.
Yeah, round number 2.
Maybe make it the second there. TP also in. Khan is nowhere good to run. They're going to try and ult flash out. Does get a good amount of distance away. Flash ult left from Optimus. He wants to seal the kill. Takes down Khan.
Optimus gets himself his first kill of the game. He had a fantastic performance earlier on in the day, and now Gigabyte Marines have their eyes on the first turret.
Yeah, and it's a good trade. And this is a post-level 6 Rengar, so remember, Rise is definitely a vulnerable target. Now that he doesn't have his flash, even though it's used offensively. But look at this dive.
Note here that Longzhu, their focus was purely onto Seiya. They just wanted to kill the squishy Zillion.
And let's draw it back and calm down a little bit to try and explain why Gigabyte Marines keep going for these strategies. Is because they've talked about, we're not going to, go even in CS and straight up standard lanes with people. If we go toe to toe, Archie versus Khan, like of course they're going to have a deficit. But if you look across now, he's barely behind, even with all this focus, because of the lopsided matchups that they're getting here. And they've actually been able to come out ahead in objectives with the rush towards the first turret bonus. That all
seem to be expecting, predicting, playing around the lane swap, and even though the early game went not as Gigabyte.
If I was Levi, I definitely think he'd be looking for the Rise, because there's no armor at all on BDD, just with mana and magic resistance at the moment, and they definitely could try and get some stacks of him, but that's not going to be the case. He's looking top side. Here comes Optimus as well. 2-man roam.
A lot of patience here to try and set this up over the top. Gorilla could be the target. Ulti does find him, but now the diving coming, but it looks at things no way. He's going to start things off. Gorilla gets quickness back around, going to try and save himself, but the damage from the ult is too much. Levi grabs one. BDD here up to save his teammates with the Feather Storm. In. Looks like they might take it as well. No way, just moving up a little further forward. Longju have to be very careful. That route, though, does miss.
Look at how different of a story this game is already compared to the first time that they matched up. 5.8 thousand gold was the previous game. And this time around, Levi is sitting on a ward, so I don't know if they're actually going to try anything. People are running up!
Oh, they ultied up. Actually going to try and knock him back in with a zillion ulti. It's going to keep Levi alive. Longju, though, TPing everybody in, and Levi left out to dry. Can't make it out as BDD roots him, and now Khan looking for the Cataclysm. Who's he going to find? Jumps in, finds a couple Featherstone flash out, but Zaya, he's trapped in the mix and goes more. So Longju will see where they go next, but really nice counterplay there to stop that gank.
The more money in their pockets, Longju will be happy to get this scaling percentage.
Engages onto a Rengar as well. The bonus movement speed as Archie's now getting collapsed on.
Looks like he's in trouble. Justice punches away. BDD ready with a flash, but there's the quickness from Gorilla into the knockup, and Khan grabs a freebie. But it's been a very dynamic last few minutes of both teams just trying to get the siders in the right positions and move their lane assignments around to try and get an edge on the map. And as expected, Longju is a little bit better at that, but one fight could change a lot.
Yep, thankfully it is an Infernal Drake, so that might actually spawn some more fighting here. We've got a little bit of an attempt for deeper vision from Longju, but immediately cleared out there by Archie, and Gigabyte Marines are moving in.
In a pretty good spot as well to try and make something happen. Archie in the front lines ready. Can't walk down. BDD walked over. Taunt lands into the stun onto Kaz, and now Archie straight back into the middle now. Maybe a 1v5 if nobody wanted to be the Zillion ult. Does keep him alive for a little bit longer. Rengar gonna try and dive it in. Gorilla tries to find the take, but doesn't grab it. Khan gets a great ulti down to trap him in as Gorilla will die over to Optimus. No way. Still fighting in onto Prey, but a dance around the Featherstone from Prey gets him out. No way though. Took down Khan. Gigabyte Marines as BDD goes down to Levi.
Gigabyte Marines are defeating Longju in a mid-game fight, and they're in a position to actually go towards the Baron.
Yeah, they're giving up that Infernal Drake, and they want the Baron instead. Cuz is going to take that Infernal, and they'll have the stacking buff for later. But Gigabyte, they're not worried about later. They want to go right now.
These guys are looking so amazing right now. If they get this Baron, that'll be the first Baron that's ever been taken against Longju and Gigabyte Marines. They're going to secure it.
That's it. The Baron goes over. Longju say we cannot contest. They'll take their consolation prize, what we talked about.
Take down some of these early tier 2.
Longju might actually go for the engage.
Double taunt finds them as Levi barely not getting caught by Kaza. Good old back in, but now Gorilla finds a quick use of the Gamma here. Ulti lets a rip from Cinder, but Optimus forced to cleanse out of the way. Zillion does save his life as Archie. Still taking the front lines. No way! Going off in the fight, and Saya takes down Khan.
Again, they engage on the Galio, but Longju are going down, and Gigabyte Marines are in there.
Kaz is dead. Archie used the ult for a little bit of extra flair, and this turret's dead.
The Gigabyte Marines looking so confident. We were just talking about how they are not afraid.
They are ready to win one.
Looking at the DPS pastry time, Prey has built a frozen mallet here. If you're trying to evaluate the DPS output of these guys, Gigabyte Marines have a very good chance of contesting this. Right now, though, Longju are trying to burst down the Drake.
Longju, this is very dangerous.
Look at Levi, look at Levi.
What a TP from Archie! He's gonna go in for a try and look for a taunt. He finds three. Saya, 4-man stun from the Zillion, and they're going. Galio in. There's the dragon, goes down to no way. And Gam still trying to find the fight. Gorilla goes down again to Optimus. And now Khan flashing in for the ult. Onto Archie's gonna keep him alive. No way. Still letting rip. Oh my god, the damage! Gigabyte Marines, they win the team fight. It's gonna be an ace.
They absolutely destroy Longju, the first seed from the LZ.K going down.
But again, playing calmly, just moving around the map. Archie is going to get TP'd on by BDD. And that's actually everybody coming in. All right, well, Archie, how much time can you buy? Quite a lot, although he does go down BDD. He grabs the kill.
So, Gigabyte Marines should be able to get the top turret from this, but they have a lot of DPS around mid inhibitor turret as well.
They're going to rush it. Looks like they should be able to take it. Good stun as well from Optimus. Protects the disengage.
So that's going to be 2 turrets in exchange, 2 turrets for it. But when Khan goes down, there's nothing Longju can get back, and they're going to have to cede this inhibitor.
Just waltz in and take it. Longju forced to concede yet another objective, and we have done it. Gigabyte Marines are officially 10,000 gold ahead of Longju, looking to try and close out this game.
I think it's going to be very difficult for Longju to pull off the SKT and find that miracle 5v5 because Gigabyte Marines, they're grouping up, they're sieging onto this top tower, and they're looking for another exit.
Oh, what a stun, BDD! It's a huge chunk of damage, and that turret's dead. Archie moving forward, actually going to threaten Prey.
Yeah, that frozen mallet not really hurting Archie too much. It doesn't even seem to damage him.
Gets another two-man taunt. Prey forced to attack him. His cards also stunned up. The ultimate leverage down a Gorilla. Tries to find the chain combo, but again, no way with a zillion ultimate. Just letting it rip. Redemption down. Saves the back end of the fight, but can't. Respawn might save the other end of it. BDD kills to Optimus. Archie's going to go down.
It's a clean ace!
What a play. They'll find the ace. Levi respawns to the GM, but that's not enough.
Completely clean ace there for Longzhu. The Zillion ultimate, I believe, went down onto the wrong carry. Optimus was the low health one, but let's take another look at the engage.
Prey, I thought that he was doing absolutely no damage in this fight. I was thinking that this was going to be the end for Longzhu, but a great ultimate from Cuz. The ulti does go down onto Zaya, but it wears off. He doesn't die in time, but once it's down, Khan sees his opportunity. He gets himself the kill, and BDD, he just wreaks havoc on the back line.
Oh, Longzhu stand tall when it really matters here. They still have 2 inhibitors down, though. So this team fight victory, that clean ace, is just going to be used to buy themselves some time and buy themselves maybe the Elder Dragon. Should be able to take this one, considering everybody from Gigabyte Marines still dead due to the long death timers.
I will be amazed if that is the fight that allows Longzhu back into the game. We saw it once from SK Telecom. I was just saying how it was unlikely going to happen, and then Longzhu go and do it anyway.
Just when you doubt Gorilla, he shows off with the rest of his team in that fight. Elder Dragon over. They also got 3 Drakes in this game, so that is a lot of Infernals plus a bonus Ocean.
Yeah, they bought themselves quite a lot of time here, considering the power they just got. And there's not too much left on the field here for the Gigabyte Marines to take. What you'd really want to see is them to set up around this Baron. You have 1 minute and 30 seconds, so place plenty of wards here. They don't want to fight while Longzhu actually have this double Inferno-powered 3 elemental Drake Elder Dragon buff on them. And they just kind of want to keep that vision. Actually, maybe a surprise kill here would go a long ways. A little bit risky, though.
I think Longzhu are very smart in how they're showing respect. They should not face check, Cuz. Please calm down.
Gragas, you want to use your barrel.
That's the face check. Cold did so much damage with the card to the Colossus. Barely going to keep him alive. Levi does get out of the chain of corruption.
Here comes Archie.
What's it? Flash top, finds 2 Optimus. Leaps in from it. He can't quite get the Stun Redemption. He's going to reset the fight at cost. Dives in and gets himself out. Galio ultimate is Optimus forced to cut away, but Archie wastes the heroic entrance.
Great kiting there from Longzhu, and now they're on the chase.
Optimus big stun, but not enough, and somehow everybody lives.
Oh my god, Khan saved that fight so well. Saya using the ultimate onto the wrong person could have ended in disaster, but Khan immediately had to back out. All he was doing there was trying to buy time for his team. Archie getting a fantastic double man taunt off meant that they were instantly going to kill Prey, but that's where we saw the value of that frozen mallet. All that extra HP, the burst from Optimus wasn't quite enough, but then no way couldn't get close enough. Neither could Levi because of Khan's valiant efforts.
Whew. This one is definitely tense, boys. The kiting there from Longzhu, really important. They stack shields onto Cuz, they get him out first. Then, during the Galio ultimate, they wait just outside of the range and wait to try and chase. Here we go, though. Baron has arrived.
And again, Longzhu keeping themselves in the game. They've cut this lead in half as Khan TP's in to try and force them off the Baron. Does make his way in, and Gigabyte Marines decide it's not the time just yet.
Gigabyte Marines still have the pressure advantage because they're the ones that took 2 of Longzhu's inhibitors. That means mid and top will automatically push, and Longzhu have to go and send someone to deal with it. Khan just used his teleport, and BDD is topside, but has his ulti to join the fray in as soon as he can. His wave is pretty good, which means the Gigabyte Marines aren't going to force it too hard right now.
Yeah, you can see Longzhu right now. Priority is vision around the Baron and transitioning between mid and top side to clear out those super minions. Here goes Gigabyte Marines, though.
Gonna try and make something happen, but Longzhu there, Archie zooming in, gonna get a Justice Punch on the Gorilla. Now Levi around the backline, gonna try and assassinate Prey. The combo down on Prey, takes down Levi, and now Noe getting jumped on again. Feather Storm through his cart, dives into the rest of the fight. Archie just trying to buy time, taunts in the choke is lovely. Justice Punch is going to miss, so I think it's an overcommit for Gigabyte Marines, and it's just the 1 kill.
Khan trying to do his best to get back to base. They're going to use the Rise ulti.
Nice removement over there from the Longzhu squad to get back inside the base for defense, but Baron still stands.
But they've lost their jungler, which is so crucial for the Gigabyte Marines. If they decide to commit to this, there's the risk of a steal, and no, Cuz is still hanging around. He's waiting for the potential steal. Don't know why he used his Q in the brush, but regardless, Longzhu, they continue to hold on.
And it just feels so tough. Khan doing such a great job just tying up the carries. And you look down at Noe, you see a Hex Drinker there in the inventory build. That cost as much as a Last Whisper, and he didn't buy one.
Once you started it up, here we go. Levi still dead in the base.
All right, well, looks like they're going to have to make something happen. Redemption going to give them a touch of vision, but that Baron is dead. Secured by Cuz in this fight, and Longju are fighting their way back.
Longju, they get pushed all the way back into their base. They lose 2 inhibitors, and still they're finding ways back into the game. You can never take these Korean teams out of the game. You try so hard, but they always come back fighting. And while the Gigabyte Marines, they are still well within their power to win this game, Longju have figured out how to play these fights. Longju have been slowly keeping track of Levi, making sure that he is not killing their main carry in Prey. And no, Prey has only died once this whole game.
Well, he's got a Guardian Angel built now as well.
Oh,
so
my
it's going to take
word.
2 more to put another one in that death column.
Noe, though, did change his mind. Now has a full Lord Dominic's Regards built, so this team fight could look a lot better.
Gigabyte Marines might have to rethink the way they're approaching these team fights because Longju have been cutting so well. And they're very happy to turn the tables there on the re-engage. Turret number 1 goes down.
Yep, the casual 40-minute mid-outer turret. Longju, though, do collect it in the end.
And this game is effectively even now. We have to reset. It's going to come down to these big late-game fights. Noe's still going to be doing so much more damage than Prey, but it feels like the Longju have better found ways of getting rid of this front line from the Gigabyte Marines.
Yeah, if he can stay safe, he'll be able to keep up those DPS numbers. But Longju, with the extra Infernal Drake in their pocket as well, they seem so much more confident now. Double inhibitors have respawned, and they're trying to retake control of the map.
Again, so much tension in this game. Even Longju with the Baron buff aren't poking their heads out too far forward here. Have to know that, again, for Adam Syndra and pretty much a full build Rengar can assassinate you if you do not stick together. So Longju have had to play great defense all game long, and it's got them this far.
Yeah, I think the easiest targets here for Gigabyte Marines to go after would be Gorilla and VDD. Because Prey, as we've been over, has actually gone fairly tanky with this build, VDD doesn't actually have Azonias. And Gorilla, we've seen him get 100%ed fairly often here, so they might want to change those targets. Longju, though, they're very happy to stay safe with each of them.
They still have a minute left on the Baron buff, and they're going to use this to pick up some of the standing gold that is around the map. Remember that just a second ago, the tower difference was 8-1 in favor of the Gigabyte Marines. Longju can now pick up some of that extra bit of gold, and the game is pretty much dead even right now. I'm really excited to see how both teams react to the next few stages.
Once Khan takes this, we are going to even it pretty much right back up. In fact, Longju will just barely take a gold lead as they've crawled themselves all the way back from 10,000 gold. And Longju also move everybody else out of the jungle and now actually continuing the siege. Gam forced straight back to base.
They're going to go down here as well. And Longju get to go back to base, reset, get a little bit more vision, and try and set up here. Next thing that's going to be on the board will be the Elder Dragon. I don't know if that's even going to have time to spawn. Both of them going to get back out into the Fog of War.
Is that 10-minute death timer on the Elder Drake for the time being? Things just going to slow down. Vision's still going to be a big point of focus for both teams. Now you have to realize that once everyone's completing full build, there's less space for control wards. So as you get later into the game, all that vision that was set up earlier starts to drop as BDD's in trouble.
Oh no, BDD, a good early flash, but the blue buff does go with Optimus. Cuzzo finds a knockup. Optimus gets out for Gorilla, finds a knockup onto Seiya Noe. On the other side, Featherstorm's out from under Khan. The carries need to try and fight it out here, but a great position in for Longju. Noe still letting the damage. Ripto doing quite a lot, but Seiya does go down. Gorilla is going to fall. A stun lands in onto Prey, but he did take out the Zillion Optimus. Make it happen. Prey though finds the pick. Khan grabs that knockup, and that's a kill. Longju, I think they've just barely done it.
Oh my goodness, Archie's gonna go down as well. BDD though.
Last tick, not enough. Winds of War will not take down the Rise.
Prey, unbelievable decision right at the last moment. Yes, he had his GA, but he flashed over the wall, commits to killing Noe, and because the carry goes down, they're able to win the fight. Longju coming up so big, and they may finally be able to get themselves an inhibitor.
Well, they're going to take down this turret by the looks of things. Archie teleported out of the bot lane to be back in the base, but it is not enough to protect this inhib. Likely enough to protect their base. Longju going to take this, push another wave, and probably walk away.
I've just been told that this is in fact assuming Longzhu win, the biggest comeback of Worlds so far. Such an impressive performance to hold the line. Gigabyte Marines had everything going so well for them, but it was that final fight, and this may have been the decider.
Let's take another look at this one. VDD flashes early. His Seraphs is gone early. Those are a lot of his defensive cooldowns. But then Optimus flashes out. He actually takes this blast cone into Khan. And then they rely on the Galio ultimate on the backside, while Zillion up here had to use his ultimate on himself.
But keep your eyes on Prey in the fight. He's consistently dealing damage along with Noe. They're both trying to get through, and then Prey makes the decision to flash over. He then takes out Optimus, walks away. I mean, spoke earlier, but still taking out one of the big carries was so significant that because they had this front line had nothing left to rely on behind them.
Yeah, that defense going a long ways there for AD carries nowadays. It's really proving useful to fit one or two, especially half items, into the build.
And now Soldy's boots and has a Phantom Dancer, so going to be just a touch tanky and do quite a bit more damage because Prey knows this game has already gone late. They have to win tremendously long team fights.
Now Gigabyte Marines, the next best hope for them is the Elder Dragon is going to be spawning in about 30 seconds. The Baron's going to be spawning in about a minute. Perhaps they can go for a trade of objectives. Maybe they can take one for the other. Or they try and catch Longzhu unawares as they're setting up for that objective. But as we've seen so far, Longzhu have just been winning every single fight past the 30-minute mark.
It could all change if the Gigabyte Marines were able to find BDD early.
Yeah.
He has no flash, he has no cleanse.
Those Zonyas.
Still has no Zonias, but this is going to be it. The Elder Dragon has arrived.
And again, nice little trinket there, spotting Gam, trying to approach from that Tribush. Dragon has been started.
They're actually going to show Zaya in mid lane, so not sure if Gigabyte Marines are even going to fight this one. He's clearing out the minions now. He still could traverse.
Just waiting a long time here. A lot of damage actually onto Khan over the wall, so Longzhu think better of continuing to engage on this Elder Dragon. It's pretty tanky and doing a lot of damage.
That was a pretty good exchange there for the Marines. They were able to clear out that super minion wave, plus the big chunk onto the front line you talked about. Means that Longzhu have to rethink things. They're starting it back up, though.
Noe has now arrived. The entire lineup of Gigabyte Marines are here, ready and waiting. Every ultimate is up.
Are they opting into a smite fight here? They let the Elder Dragon respawn. This is super minions, remember, going into the Gigabyte Marines base. So Longzhu are happy.
The
Don't let them-
ulti.
Oh, they're actually going to move, but it's only one. Gorilla just took it.
What?
They can't see him, though. It's still safe for a little while longer, but the Dragon's still going down. Levi, oh, he's now going to spot Gorilla. That could prompt it.
4,000 HP on the Dragon. It resets again.
They want to go in, I think, but they couldn't quite find the angle. Still tanking it for as long as they can, and Khan finally dives in. Taunt gets no way off his back, but Khan has so much health. Levi into the backside, tries to dive on the Prey, but instant time has beat it. He takes him down. Archie leaps into the back of the fight, but Longzhu just kiting.
Keep your eyes on Cuz.
I was trying to make his way back in there, but the Dragon's still getting low. Who's going to get it? No one yet, but Archie respawns and dies again. Longzhu win yet another team fight.
A lot better coordination there from Longzhu in this team fight. Levi was on the other side of the rest of the team. He goes in 1 versus 4 as the rest of Gigabyte Marines had backed off. Instantly gets blown up, even through the Galio ultimate, and then it's pretty easy work there for Longzhu to work their way through.
Exactly that, Kobe. They just recognized the positioning of the Gigabyte Marines. They knew they could force an advantageous fight. Now they have 5 members, they have the Elder Drake, and they're looking to get the biggest comeback of Worlds so far.
He's just zoning Noah, but now he initiates Gorilla, finds a knock up there as well, but Saya has the ultimate after this. He's going to get taken down by BDD, and the Nexus is now exposed. No way goes down, and Longzhu are going to chase their final necessary kill of the game. It was just too good.